Arizona, homeowner's best friend.
I've got a gentleman on the line, Daniel, who sent in a text, and I didn't feel I had enough information to bring it to you. He's got a microclimate question, so
got it.
Bringing him online. Daniel, welcome to the program, and go ahead and ask your question to Justin.
Yeah, thanks for taking the call. I wasn't going to call because it's not growing a garden, but I think it might be relevant to my backyard. It's a south backyard, and the edge of the grass is dying out in the summer, and I wasn't quite sure if that might be because it's the microclimate that's heating it up too much. I know in the winter I had trees over there, so I kind of cut them back because I thought the shade was killing it. But now in the summer that I put it back, maybe the sun is now overstressing it. So wanted to kind of get some insight on what I could possibly do in this climate.
Yeah, thanks for your question, Daniel. And is it a space that is in full sun, like we've been talking about, kind of a full sun space? So you've trimmed back the trees, so that area of grass is getting hit with the heat pretty good. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, and so a lot of times, and do you have like a Bermuda type grass, a tiff? Do you know what variety of grass you got?
I know it's a summer grass that just comes back, goes dormant in the winter and it comes back, but I'm not sure if it's been Bermuda or not.
And how long's it been in the ground? How long have you had it?
15, since 2015 I've moved in, and it was there before I bought the house.
Okay, so what often happens, it sounds like, and is it, if you walked on it, even in the kind of like the yellowy spots or dry spots, if you're walking over that area, does it leave a footprint or does it bounce right back? Which may sound like a weird question, but it's important.
I think it bounces right. I just went and looked at it, and underneath it is completely brown, with sprouts of green grass here and there, and underneath it, it looks like an algae starting to grow.
Okay, so water's fine. Yep, so it's bouncing back. That's a good indicator. You're watering it well. But what's happening is you got too much thatch. And so there's a layer over time that starts building up of dead grass, and it builds up thatch. A little bit of thatch is good, like a half inch, but it sounds like you've probably got a bit more than that. And so what I'd recommend is get a hard-tined rake and rake a lot of that excess thatch out, give it a good water, and you'll be surprised how quick it's probably going to grow back into that space. So you've just got excessive thatch, and that happens sometimes, especially during this time of year. It starts dying off.
Okay. I thought about getting a rake, but I wasn't sure if I'd do more damage than good. But okay, then I'll look at doing that. So that would be a first step. So what about overseeding it, or is the rake enough at this point?
The rake should be enough because it sounds like you've got a good long-standing stand. It's had a good history of working well, and it's just gotten that thatch growing up so much that only little sprouts of green you probably have, and then everything else is either brown or yellow color. And so you just got to reduce the amount of thatch that's in there. They even have a dethatching rake that's really great if you wanted to get that special rake. But if you have a normal hard-tined rake, you can do the same. It'll just take a little bit more muscle.
And if you do get a power dethatcher, make sure you get something that marks where your sprinkler heads are.
Yeah, because you don't want to just chew that thing. But they do have handheld dethatching rakes that are really efficient as well. So,
and Daniel, a different question that has nothing to do with your question. I see everyone in the studio circling. Where are you from?
I'm in Gilbert, Arizona.
No, where are you originally from?
Oh. Do you hear my accent? So I'm from Louisiana originally.
We've got the producer behind the screen from Lafayette. Rosie's over here from Jennings, and everyone's circling. We're like, this is a couillon. Mais là.
Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. Yeah.
I don't know if you could see it, Justin, but everyone's like, they're just dying to ask.
Yeah.
This guy's, we know where this guy's from.
Where in Louisiana? I got to know.
So I grew up in northeast Louisiana, near the Mississippi-Louisiana border, Monroe, Louisiana area, and I went to school in South Louisiana, Baton Rouge.
Oh, okay. LSU.
There we go. It's beautiful. It's fun to hear that. It's fun to hear where people come from, and you automatically feel akin, right? It's like you guys are like, oh, it's my people.
Tell right away. Welcome to Arizona, Daniel.
Rosie on the house, every Arizona home.